The uninvited guests, the reign of the giant abyssal parasites. The hook. A colossal Greenland shark, nearly 500 years old, moves sluggishly through the icy darkness of the North Atlantic. But the shark is not alone in its own body. Attached to each of its pale, milky eyes is a creature that shouldn't exist. A parasitic crustacean over a foot long, its clawed appendages buried deep into the shark's cornea. As the shark swims, the parasite's translucent body wafts in the current like a ghostly streamer. The shark is blind, guided only by the scent of death, while the parasite slowly consumes its sight. This is not just survival, it is a slow, rhythmic invasion of a living giant. The introduction. In the natural world, we often focus on the hunters and the hunted. But there is a third category of life that is far more successful and far more disturbing: the parasite. In the deep ocean, where animals grow to gargantuan proportions, their parasites have followed suit. We are not talking about microscopic organisms, but massive armored crustaceans, giant copepods and isopods that act as biological hitchhikers on the largest beings in the sea. These giant parasites represent a dark side of evolution. They have traded the need for speed and hunting for the ability to latch on and never let go. To see a 50-foot whale or a prehistoric shark covered in these pale, writhing entities is to see a living ecosystem of horror. They are the silent shadows that turn the ocean's kings into nothing more than a source of infinite fuel. The anatomy of the ultimate hitchhiker. The most specialized of these giants is the Omatocoita elongata variant, a copepod that has evolved to a massive scale in the abyss. These creatures have evolved specialized anchors that they lock into the soft tissue of their hosts, particularly the eyes or the gill chambers. Their bodies are often long and worm-like, but they possess the hard chitinous plates of a crustacean. Then there are the giant sea lice, or isopods. While common sea lice are small, the abyssal versions can grow to the size of a human torso. They possess powerful hooked legs designed to grip onto the thick, leathery skin of whales or giant rays. Their mouth parts are a complex machinery of mandibles and saws designed to pierce through inches of blubber to reach the nutrient-rich blood beneath. They are built like tanks, capable of withstanding the immense pressure of the deep while they slowly drain the life from their host. The eye-eaters and skin crawlers. The relationship between the giant parasite and its host is one of tragic endurance. On the skin of a mega orca or a sperm whale, these giant parasites create colonies of pain. A single whale might carry hundreds of these giant crustaceans, clustered around the fins or the soft folds of the neck. The eye parasites are perhaps the most chilling. By attaching to the eyes, they don't just feed, they manipulate. Some researchers suggest that the bioluminescence emitted by these parasites in the dark might actually serve as a lure, attracting smaller fish for the blind host to eat, ensuring the host vehicle stays fed so the parasite can continue to feast. It is a symbiotic relationship born of pure nightmare, where the host is kept alive only to serve as a permanent buffet. The climax, the swarm of the Leviathan. The true scale of this horror is revealed when a giant host dies and sinks to the seafloor. This event, known as a whale fall, triggers a frenzy. But it isn't just sharks and crabs that arrive. The parasites already on the body begin to multiply at an explosive rate. Imagine a research camera zooming in on the carcass of a giant. The surface of the dead whale isn't just skin anymore. It is a moving, writhing mass of thousands of giant isopods and copepods. They crawl over each other, their shells clacking like a million tiny hammers. The climax of this scene is the realization that these parasites are the true winners of the deep sea. They do not need to hunt, they simply wait for the giant to fail, and then they consume the empire from within. It is a display of biological efficiency that is as awe-inspiring as it is repulsive. The rivalry of the flesh. There is a constant rivalry between the host's immune system and the parasite's persistence. Large whales have been seen breaching, leaping out of the water and slamming their bodies against the surface in a desperate attempt to dislodge these giant hitchhikers. This spectacular display of power is often a battle against a creature no larger than a shield, but one that is anchored so firmly that even the force of a 60-ton impact cannot remove it. In the deep, this rivalry is even more intense. Without the ability to breach, deep-sea giants often rub their bodies against jagged rocks or coral reefs, trying to scrape away the intruders. The scars left behind on the skins of ancient sharks and whales are the battle maps of this eternal struggle between the mountain of flesh and the tiny, persistent conqueror. The legacy of the parasite. While they are easy to loathe, these giant parasites play a crucial role in the ocean's health. They act as a check on the population of giants, ensuring that only the strongest survive. They also serve as a vital link in the food chain, providing high-protein meals for smaller fish that dare to pick them off the skin of the giants. The legacy of the giant parasite is a lesson in adaptation. They have found a way to thrive in the most hostile environment on Earth by turning the largest animals into their homes. They are the ultimate opportunists, a testament to the fact that evolution doesn't always favor the strong or the fast. Sometimes it favors the one who can hold on the longest. The conclusion. The giant parasites of the abyss are the hidden masters of the sea. They are the ghosts on the eyes and the armor on the skin. As we explore the depths and encounter the magnificent giants of the water, we must remember to look closer. Behind the majestic fins and the powerful tails, there is often a smaller, more patient life form that is truly in control. The mystery of these creatures continues to haunt marine biology. They remind us that nature is not always beautiful. It is often calculated, cold, and parasitic. But in that horror, there is a strange kind of wonder. The wonder of a life form that has mastered the art of survival by becoming one with its host, drifting through the dark, eternal oceans as the silent passenger of the giants.